7 best places to live in Tennessee. When it comes to Tennessee, there are a lot of things you should look forward to. The place is beautiful, it has the perfect balance between natural wonders and urban spectacles. And of course, if you're a fan of Elvis Presley, you're probably aware that this state is his home. Tennessee is located in the southern part of the United States. It's a gem and has been considered one of the best places to live throughout the country. Living here is such a breeze. Tradition and culture still persist, and the cost of living's pretty low. Moreover, one cannot deny that its scenery is genuinely abundant. You're very close to the Great Smoky Mountains here. More than 6 million people live in this state, making it the 17th biggest state when it comes to population. However, it remains idyllic and laid back. Hello everyone, this is Anne from Pack and Go. And in this episode, I'm going to showcase some of the best places to live in Tennessee. If you're eyeing to stay here, then better watch this video. And let's get started. 7. Kingsport. Located within Sullivan County, the town of Kingsport recently sees significant developments, especially in the aspect of livability and economy. This place is just in the proximity of the Virginia state line. It's also a tourist hotspot, given that it has a plethora of outdoor gyms. Currently, the town is the home of 15 state parks, 6 lakes, and 5 national parks. And if you're an adventurer, you would certainly want to live here. In fact, the tourism industry remains to be the most significant economic driver of Kingsport. At the same time, large companies also help sustain its economy. The Wellmont Health System and the Eastman Chemical Company are among the biggest employers in the town. Home prices here are pretty low. You can get a decent house at a price of $135,000. Rents are affordable as well, and you only need at least $600 a month to get a lovely apartment in Kingsport. 6. Nolansville. The southern state of Tennessee is the home of one of the least populated places throughout the entire country. Hence, if you don't want a bustling daily atmosphere, you must consider moving into Nolansville. Specifically, this quiet but progressive town has just 7,000 residents and offers a strongly bonded community. Most people know each other here. It provides friendly neighborhoods and safe residential spaces for families and retirees. However, keep in mind that property values here are somewhat expensive. The starting price of a home in Nolansville is $310,000, which many people would find costly. But that's all right. After all, the town is sandwiched between 2 big metros in Tennessee, Murfreesboro and Nashville. Moreover, people here are getting high salaries. Households earn at least $100,000 a year, therefore they have enough money to sustain a high quality of living. There's not so many attractions in Nolansville. However, it still has some interesting recreational provisions. For instance, Nolansville Park, Walden Pumpkin Park, and Mill Creek are always worth visiting. 5. Collierville. Collierville is also an excellent destination in Tennessee. This place is a suburb of Memphis, but has a short driving distance from the metro area. You'll enjoy your stay here if you want a peaceful and serene community. People are quite close-knit here, given that it only has a small population. Despite that, no one can erase the fact that this suburb is a place for the affluent. Households here typically earn $110,000 per year, and given that the town has a moderate cost of living, it's not a surprise that residents here are getting the most value out of their money. Moreover, housing prices in Collierville are pretty attractive. A typical family house costs only $270,000 on average. And just because Collierville is peaceful doesn't mean it's dull here. Outdoor lovers would certainly enjoy their stay in this town. After all, it's teeming with natural wonders, such as the Herb Parsons Lake and well-developed green spaces like the W.C. Johnson Park. You and your family can also have weekend getaways on its various recreational facilities. The Urban Air Adventure Park, FunQuest Bowl, and Suggest Water Spray Park are some of the locations in Collierville where you can do exciting things. 4. Germantown. You should also not miss Germantown on your radar. I mean, this place is wonderful enough to be featured in multiple lists of the best places to live in Tennessee. Surely enough, there's also a lot of reasons behind this. If you want to settle within the Memphis area, Germantown's the best place to go. It has a low population count, with only around 45,000 people or so. The town also has a low cost of living. Plus, the fact that its median home value is just $280,000 on average makes it an attractive choice for those who want to make Tennessee their permanent home. Interestingly enough, the median household income in Germantown is one of the highest in the state. Specifically, households here earn around $100,000 a year, which is pretty sufficient to buy their needs and wants. Crime rates are pretty low too, so that's the thing that you need to factor in seriously. Educational institutions in this Memphis town have high ratings. You can send your kids to any of its schools and expect some good results. Recreational facilities are also abundant in this place. You have Shelby Farms Park, Oak Lawn Garden, Cameron Brown Park, and many more as your regular weekend destinations. 3. Brentwood. Brentwood remains to be a top town in Tennessee when it comes to quality of living. It's a highly dynamic location within the volunteer state, but without being too crowded. Specifically, this destination is the permanent address of fewer than 50,000 people, making it one of the least populous towns in the state. Back in 2016, the site Niche.com placed Brentwood as the first on its list of the best places to live in Tennessee. Keep in mind that it is located in Williamson County, which is, by the way, recognized by Money Magazine as one of the best places to live in America. As a suburb, Brentwood is known for being affluent. It is the home for those with enough wealth to deal with an expensive cost of living. And as proof of this, its median property value starts at $500,000, which is significantly higher than the national average. Even its basic amenities aren't that cheap either. But if you have the means to pay for these things, by all means consider it as your ideal home. It's an excellent location for permanent residence for people who prioritize education and safety. The U.S. News & World Report put Brentwood High School in the limelight by naming it one of the best high schools throughout Tennessee. Your hard-earned money will go a long way here. It puts value to your wealth thanks to the abundance of multiple amenities and recreational facilities. Open fields are vast here too. The Radnor Lake State Park, Owls Hill Nature Sanctuary, and Marcella Vivette Smith Park are its top attractions. Also keep in mind that Brentwood is quite close to Nashville International Airport. 2. Franklin. One should never miss Franklin, especially when visiting Tennessee. This town is within the progressive Williamson County and is the home to around 70,000 people. It features a thriving economy, but its pace remains to be steadfast, calm, and family-friendly. Keep in mind that the median home value here starts at $300,000. It's not exactly cheap, but it is a price worth paying due to the town's quality of living. Furthermore, the median household income in this place is roughly $90,000. Hence, acquiring a property here is quite doable for many of its residents. Franklin is not just recognized in Tennessee, it also enjoys national recognition, thanks to its top-tier schools and dynamic communities. It has a low crime rate, which makes it appealing for retirees and those who want to start a family. One of the notable traits of Franklin is its historic forefront. Specifically, the town showcases traces of American history. It has an abundance of historical sites and architecture that you can still visit. I recommend that you check out the Lotes House Museum, Downtown Franklin Association, an historic Main Street district, and the Carter House. Recreation is also an appealing part of Franklin. From restaurants to parks, there are many things that you and your family can do here. 1. Spring Hill. Spring Hill is within the proximity of Nashville, which is situated in Maury County. In the past, it used to be a slow-paced town, but right now, it's a booming urban center teeming with businesses. It has a strong economic sector, allowing it to provide multiple job prospects to its residents. More than 30,000 people live in Spring Hill, and it's considered the fastest-growing area throughout Tennessee. Corporate giants are operating in this town, such as General Motors, Apex Turbine Technologies, Kroger, Ryder Logistics, and a lot more. If you're looking for stable employment, this place can give you one. People earn a lot here. Its median household income stands at roughly $80,000. Educational institutions are pretty robust here. Its schools rank well throughout the entire state of Tennessee. Hence, it's an excellent choice for anyone who wants to start a family and would want their children to get the best education possible. There are lots of things that you can do in Spring Hill without spending big. It has many green spaces such as Fisher Park, Sarah Benson Park, and Evans Park. And if you want some thrill, make sure you visit the Creepy Hollow Haunted Woods. And that completes our list. Subscribe and turn on notifications so you'll never miss out on any of my videos. I'll see you next time. Take care and stay safe.